evening, everyone. Welcome to today's forum about stress and anxiety. I am Fatina Aslia bint Abdul Rahim and I will be your moderator for this discussion. Before we begin, I would like to take a moment to introduce our esteemed panelists. Please welcome Ia Amal, Muhammad Amin, and Nusuriati. We are here today to explore about stress and anxiety in depth. This is an issue that touches all of us, and we are eager to hear from our panelists on their perspective and insight. I'd like to remind everyone that this is a respectful and inclusive space for dialogue. We encourage you to listen attentively and engage thoughtfully. Now, let's start by hearing some opening remarks from our panelists. Muhammad Amin, please share your initial thought on what are stress and anxiety, and what do stress and anxiety feel like?
Thank you so much, Fatin. I would like to talk about what are stress and anxiety. First of all, stress is any demand placed on your brain or physical body, any event or scenario that make you feel frustrated or nervous can trigger it. So, anxiety is a feeling of fear, worry, or unease. While it can occur as a reaction to stress, it can also happen without any obvious trigger. So, both stress and anxiety involve mostly analytical symptoms, including like first, trouble sleeping. A second one is a digestive issue and difficulty concentrating, muscle tension, and lastly, irritability or anger. Uh, that's so dangerous, eh? So most people experience some feeling of stress and anxiety at some point, and that isn't it necessary and a bad thing. After all, stress and anxiety can sometimes be a helpful motivator to accomplish daunting tasks or do things you rather not but really should. But unmanaged stress and anxiety can start to interfere with your daily life and take a toll on your mental and physical health. Here a closer look at stress and anxiety, how they differ and how find support for managing both. Furthermore, I would like to explain what do stress and anxiety feel like. It's like uncommon to you guys, but sometimes it is important knowledge you must know. That's very important. So stress and anxiety can produce a range of physical and psychology symptoms. Stress and symptoms include like you must have a dizziness, muscle tension, digestive issue including nausea and diarrhea, trouble sleeping, anger or irritability, headache, increased sweating, feeling of overwhelm, restlessness, change in appetite, increased heart rate. Anxiety can involve the same symptom as stress in addition to feeling of impending doom, tingling or numbness, brain fog. Learn more, learn more about a sign and symptom to my stress. That's all for me.
Thank you for this insightful opening remarks. Now, I'd like to delve into some of the key issues surrounding about difference between stress and anxiety and technique to manage stress and anxiety.
Thank you to our moderator, Nur Fatin. And that's a good question. And here the answer about what causes Stress and anxiety. Stress typically happens in response to physical or mental pressure. This pressure might involve a big life change like moving. For example, moving to a new location involves a significant change in environment, routine, and social connections. Or it can lead to feelings of uncertainty, adjustment challenges, and the stress of adapt to a new community. Starting a new school or job. New environment often come with unfamiliar faces, expectations, and responsibilities, or the pressure to perform well and make a good impression can contribute to stress. Having an illness or injury, just like dealing with personal health challenges, can be emotionally and physically draining. Or concerns about recovery, potential lifestyle changes, and the impact on daily life can lead to stress. Having a friend or family member who is ill or injured, just like witnessing a loved one suffering can evoke feelings of helplessness and sadness, or the responsibility of providing support and care can be emotionally taxing. Experiencing the death of a family member or friend. Grief is a complex emotional process, and the loss of a loved one can lead to intense feelings of sadness, loneliness, and mourning. Or coping with the changes and adjustments in life without the person can be overwhelming. Or getting married. For example, while a joyous occasion, weddings often involve significant planning and coordination, leading to stress. Or the transition to married life may bring new responsibilities and adjustment that can contribute to stress. And for the last, having a baby. Having a baby, for example, parenthood involves major lifestyle changes, sleep deprivation, and new responsibilities. Or balancing work, personal life, and childcare can be challenging, leading to increased stress. But stress triggers don't need to be life altering. You might feel stressed due to having a long to-do list to tackle over the weekend, attending a big work meeting, or having a looming deadline for a project. Also stress and anxiety related disorders. Stress and anxiety that occur frequently or seem out of proportion to the stress could be signs of an underlying condition, including generalized anxiety disorder. This is a common anxiety disorder characterized by uncontrollable worry. Sometimes people worry about bad things happening to them or their loved ones, and at other times, they may not be able to identify any source of worry. Panic disorder. This condition causes panic attacks, which are moments of extreme fear accompanied by a pounding heart, shortness of breath, and a fear of impending doom. post-traumatic stress disorder, or the shortcut is PTSD. This is a condition that causes flashbacks or anxiety as the result of a traumatic experience, or social anxiety disorder. This condition also causes intense feelings of anxiety in situations that involve interacting with others. And the last one, obsess compulsive disorder. This is a condition that causes repetitive thoughts and the compulsion to complete certain ritual actions. Moreover, we need to know the techniques how to manage stress and anxiety, right? It's common. It's common to experience stress and anxiety from time to time, and there are strategies you can use to make them more manageable. Pay attention to how your body and mind respond to stressful and anxiety producing situations. Next time this type of experience occurs, you will be able to anticipate your reaction and it may be less disruptive. Certain lifestyle changes can help alleviate symptoms of stress and anxiety. These techniques can be used alongside medical treatments for anxiety. Techniques to reduce stress and anxiety include limiting caffeine and alcohol consumption, getting enough sleep, and getting regular exercise. Meditating and setting aside free time for hobbies and activities that bring you joy. And keeping a diary of your feelings and things that trigger stress. Practicing breathing exercise, and the last one is opening up to loved ones about how you are feeling. And that's all from me.
Thank you for long speech, Iama. As we wrap up, I'd like to invite panelists 3 to share any final thought or takeaway they'd like to leave us with.
Thank you. You guys have known about stress and anxiety, right? Some reason you need to know when to seek help if you have a stress and anxiety. It's best that with a mental health professional. Anytime stress or anxiety start to affect your day-to-day life. Keep in mind, you don't need to have a specific mental health condition to benefit from therapy. Qualified therapists can help you identify potential triggers and create effective coping mechanisms to minimize their impact. Even if you don't meet the diagnostic criteria for an anxiety disorder, it's also worth reaching out if stress or anxiety leaves you're feeling hopeless. If have if you start having thoughts of harming yourself or others, if you are not sure where to start, consider asking your primary care professional for a referral. In addition, treatment for stress and anxiety also important to us. Many types of therapy can help with stress and anxiety. A mental health professional can help you find the right approach for your specific symptoms. Some example of approach they might recommend are cognitive behavior therapy, which teaches you to recognize anxious thoughts and behaviors. Therapy behaviors and change them into more positive ones. Next, exposure therapy, which involves gradually exposing yourself to certain things that trigger anxiety. Last, acceptance and commitment therapy, which teaches you how to accept and sit with negative emotions. Depending on your symptoms, they may also recommend medication to help with anxiety symptoms. They may include selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, is known as SSRIs, such as sertraline, as known as Zoloft, or paroxetine, also known as Paxil. In some cases, a clinician might recommend benzodiazepines such as diazepam, as known as Valium, or lorazepam, also as known as Etiwan. But these approaches are generally used on a short-term basis due to the risk of dependencies. Thank you.
Thank you to our panelists for sharing their perspective today. I'm sure we all learn we have all learned a great deal from this discussion. Thank you again for joining us today. I hope you found this forum informative and thought provoking. Thank you.